Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Welcome back to March Madness. Ah yes, this is year number 4 that we are playing March Madness here on my channel, and I'm very excited about it. And if you know what March Madness is, and you're like, girlfriend, that's about college basketball. What are we doing here on your channel? This is March Makeup Madness. Makeup Madness. This is a game that I've been running on my channel for, like I said, this is the 4th year now. There is voting involved, there's prizes involved. It's just a good time. So if you want to hear more about March Madness, how you can play, how you can enter to win, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to break it all down for you again in case you're new to March Madness or you need a refresher of how this game works. It kind of just started as a silly idea, kind of a play on my name, a play on the actual March Madness tournament that happens. I personally love March Madness. Last year was a real downer, but I always fill out my brackets for March Madness, and I thought a few years ago, let's do it makeup style. Wouldn't that be fun? And I didn't really expect people to enjoy it so much, but I've already been getting so many questions of, is March Madness coming back? Are you doing March Madness this year? And I'm like, yes, of course I am. So how it works in this week's video, I'm gonna be showing you all the different categories. Now I'm blanking, I think I have 8 different categories. All the different categories, and there are 4 products in each of the categories that I have picked out. These are going to be the products that you can then vote on. So just this week, I'm going to show you the products, and then you, if you want to play along with us, you are going to click the link in my description box and you are going to fill out your bracket. It's just a Google form. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a Google form, but you will have the option to choose one product in each category. That product that you are choosing is what you think is going to be the winner at the end of this series. So choose your picks on, I mean, however you want to choose your picks. If you think something is the most popular, if you think something like my subscribers will vote on that one in particular, however it is that you want to vote. You know, sometimes with the basketball March Madness, I pick off of my favorite colors of the teams. I don't care how you vote, but you will get to enter one time, one bracket, make your list of choices, and then next week I'm going to post a video and I'm going to go over all of the giveaway prizes. There's some fun ones in this one, so stay tuned. Next week I'm going to go over all of the giveaway prizes, because of course someone has to win if you get the most right or you get them all right. And then next week we're also going to open up the voting. So the brackets are only going to be open for the week, so I will list all of the dates down below, but you have to have your bracket in by the time that we start voting, because once the votes come in, the votes are public, so obviously you can't have your brackets open for that. So this week I'm going to go over each of the categories, each of the products, and make sure you fill out your bracket, and you're going to make your choice for the product that you think is going to move on and be the winner at the end. Next week is going to be the giveaway video and where we start voting. The voting happens on my community tab here on YouTube, so I'll be giving reminders. You know, the video will go up, but you want to make sure that you vote on the community tab and you vote for your top product that you filled out, so potentially you could win. The next week is going to be round 2, so I'm going to share in there the top 2 products in each category that is moving on to the next round, and then you're going to vote again off of those 2 products. And then the series finale is where I do a full face of essentially the top voted on products, or subscribers chose my makeup or whatnot. And it's, you know, sometimes the dicey thing is that I'm just at the mercy of you. So, you know, my lip might not go with my eye look, but that's just gonna have to be what it is. We just don't know how it's gonna go. So that is how March Madness is played. And I hope that makes sense. And I will have everything in the description box. I will also link my playlist if you want to see how this has run in years past, but it is essentially 4 weeks. This one, the giveaway, the round 2 votes, and then the series finale. And then I will be going through the forms, and whoever gets the most right, or if you get all of them right, you will be entered to win in the prizes that I will show next week. Last year, I'm pretty sure it was like 13 or 14 people got every single pick right, every single one. So when that happened, I just put numbers 1 through 13 in a random generator, and then whatever number it spit out, that is the winner that I went with. But people have gotten every single pick correctly, which is like blows my mind. So that is how the game is played. So before I do jump into the categories and the different products, and I'm gonna have the link in the description box. It's just a Google form. It'll only be shown with me. I won't sell your information or anything weird like that. That's just annoying. You make your picks. When you get to the end, there will be a button that says like send responses to myself. Basically that's saying send an email to you, and it'll have the list of items that you chose. Highly would recommend clicking that or writing down the choices that you made. Even though I say this every year, it never fails that people start to comment on like round 2 and they're like, I can't remember which palette I chose, and I'm like, then I don't know. So make sure you either send the form to yourself or write your answers down so you remember your picks at the end. I can't answer each person individually to tell you what your picks are, so just want to say that. This is going to be open international. I keep my giveaways open international so anyone can enter and play along. And again, it's just fun. I hope that you're excited for it because I am. I really enjoy doing this series. Let me show you the different categories and the different products that I picked out for you to be able to choose from. I wanted to say I just finished filming this look. This is from my e.l.f. and Chipotle trying new makeup video. So if you're curious about this look at all, hair's a little crazy today, but I wasn't expecting to film with the Chipotle collab, so this is where we're at. But I will link that video in the cards in my description box if you want to see how I got the look and what I think about the Chipotle collection. All right, let's start off with lips because that just, I don't know, that just seems like a good time. So I have some different combos picked out here, what was I trying to say? I have different combos picked out here, mostly a lip liner and then a lipstick or a gloss. But the first one is Juvia's Place. So I recently picked up their Luxe Liner in the shade Sweet Nothing, which looks like so. And then I wanted to put in their matte lipstick in 2020 along with it. So you would be voting on these as a duo. Yes, please. Okay. Also have a little affordable set here from ColourPop. We have the good old Snap lip liner. Oh, this poor lip liner. And then I wanted to include the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and I have the shade Opal. I know a lot of people really love the Maybelline Lifter Glosses. Okay. I like to include like a little curveball for the lips. I mostly have like nude and mauve lips, let's be serious, but this duo here is from Lawless, and I have the Burnished lip liner. Okay. And then also the liquid lipstick in Romeo. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think if my red lips have won. I know it did for sure the first year. Did it last year too? A lot of times you guys pick the red lipstick option that I give, and this one is like pretty vampy, so a little curious how that's gonna go. And then my other combo, I have the lip liner from Nabla Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Nude number 2. And then I included an Ofra gloss, and this one is in Apricot Dream. I was gonna say peach. I didn't include any of my collab products with Ofra because I would either feel bad if they were chosen or feel sad if they weren't. so I didn't include my collab products, but there is Nabla and Ofra. So those are the 4 different lip duos. We have some liquid lips, some vampy lips, some nude lips, some matte lips, some glossy lips. What are you gonna choose? I don't know. Move over to complexion, the face. So for my different primers, I have from e.l.f. the Poreless Putty Primer. From Urban Decay, the Longwear Foundation Grip. From Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This was last year's winner. Decided to put it in again. And this next one isn't necessarily a primer, but I wanted to include it and I was trying to figure out where to put it in. But this is from Auric. This is one of the Glow Lusts. I chose out the shade Morganite. So if you'd want to see a luminizer along with it. And again, this is kind of tricky because it's like, what if you guys choose the luminizer but then also a dewy foundation wins? I'd just be setting myself up to fail. I just don't know. So those are the 4 primers you can choose from. Alrighty, moving on to foundation. So I chose out the e.l.f. CC Cream, which is what I have on today. Also wanted to include last year's winner, which was the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I remember this one I was a little bit surprised at. Also included an old favorite, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I don't know, are we feeling something old, something new? I don't know. And then I included I don't know what I've done here. I'm gonna be real curious how these votes turn out, but I included the Rare Beauty foundation. You'll see some more Rare Beauty in this video. I'm just, you know, don't let me sway you. Vote how you would like to vote. Next up, the 4 concealers I have from Jouer. This is one that is currently on my shopping block, an old favorite of mine. The CoverGirl Undercover, big favorite of mine. The Milani Conceal and Perfect, also a big favorite of mine. And then the Rare Beauty. These are the 4 concealers you can choose from. Let's move into powder. I'm gonna be really curious what powder wins. We have the Nikkia Joy cosmetics that you can choose from. Oh yes, a lot of people really enjoy that. The oh no. My Charlotte powder is all broken. That's so sad. When I held it up, I was like, wait a second, that sounds weird. Okay, this was a little unexpected. I have a backup though. I have a backup. I don't think I really want, it had a huge pan in it. I mean, it was quite large. Oh, that's so sad though. Shoot Magoot. Well, you can still vote for the Charlotte powder, because like I said, I do, in one of the last PR packages I got from Charlotte, she sent me another one. She probably knew this was gonna happen. She always looks out for me because she's such a sweet girlfriend like that, but kind of makes me sad. All right, to keep it going, I also have 2 affordable options. The number 7 Lift and Illuminate. I've been talking about this one a lot. And then another old Holy Grail. You know, I tried to mix it up. Old, new, my favorites, some fan favorites, and the like. We have the Rimmel Stay Matte. So those are the powders you can choose from. I can't believe that happened. Moving over to bronzer. I have 2 cream bronzers that you can choose from. Look at me! Look at me go! So from Milk Makeup, their Baked Bronzer. I've had it for a while. Really enjoy it. From Soul Body, this is their Face and Body Bronzing Balm. Really enjoy this product. Also smells really good. From Kylie, her Toasty Bronzer. I bought this off a lot of your recommendations, so thought I could include it. And then the Old Holy Grail, the Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs Omega Tantastic. So these are the 4, like I'm really curious, like is a cream one gonna win? Or a powder one? I don't know. I'm not voting. Blush, kind of along those same lines. Wanted to include the Patrick Ta She's So LA. So this does have a cream and a powder option, but bought this because a lot of people were really hyping it up. So definitely wanted to include that one. Also from Fenty Beauty, one of her cream blushes in Fenty Glow. I actually really like this. I think it's a really nice blush. And then I wanted to include the ColourPop Kiss and Tell. I know a lot of people really enjoyed these blushes from the Valentine's collection, myself included. And then the Old Holy Grail, the Buxom Seychelles. I did a video recently talking about my favorites that have been dethroned, and I mentioned Seychelles in here. It doesn't mean I want to get rid of it. You know, it's not quite as high as it used to be, but wanted to include this one. Highlights. Kind of the same thing. From Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk Highlight Wand, one of my favorites. From Rare Beauty. You know, I don't really mind the foundation or the concealer, but I really didn't love the highlight. So, but I know a lot of people do. So this is the highlight in Enchant. Feel free to vote for it. If that's what you want to see, that's what you want to see. From Nabla Cosmetics, this is their highlight in Amnesia. And then from ColourPop, this was kind of like my nod to a Holy Grail, except I decluttered Flexitarian, but I do have Seismic still in my collection, so I thought we could go with that one of the Super Shock highlights from ColourPop. So I'm gonna be real curious about this one. Let's move over to mascara before we finish off with palettes. So for mascara, I decided to include the Anastasia Lash Brag. I really just don't reach for this a lot. So when I was going through my mascaras, I was like, I should throw that in there. Also from Huda Beauty, the Legit Lashes, the double-sided mascara. I know a lot of people really enjoy this. The Charlotte Tilbury Push-Up Lashes. A lot of people seem to love this mascara. It doesn't really work the best for me, but wanted to include it. And then the Maybelline Sky High, the affordable option. I know a lot of people really enjoy this one, so do I. So those are the 4 mascaras. And then finally, to finish it off with palettes, this is always like the hardest thing for me to choose in this series because I have so many palettes, and like I should just like expand this category. Maybe next year I'll do that. But I chose 4 just like with everything else. So for the 4, we have the Natasha Denona Biba palette. Wanted to include my real basic neutral palette that I love so much. Obviously had to include Natasha in here. So we got the Biba. I also wanted to include the Pat McGrath. Have a little girlfriend against girlfriend action. This is the Divine Rose. So this one would give me more of like my mauve-y looks is usually what I go into with this, but you know, I have some of these special shades, you know, maybe do something fun like that. Then I wanted to do something with a little bit more color to it. And you know, I really enjoy ColourPop palettes. I know a lot of people do too. So I decided to choose out the Mandalorian or the Child palette. Maybe do a little green action. Maybe a little green look from here, maybe. And then I wanted to include a more colorful palette. And I was like, which one should I use? Oh, maybe let's put in Club Nebula in here. This is from Kaleidos in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. So this is like my wild card in my eyeshadow palette collection. You know, I don't have a lot of more colorful palettes like this that kind of push me out of my comfort zone, but that, you know, I try to switch it up a little bit. You know, I don't want to just put in all 4 neutral palettes. I mean, I do. Are the 4 different eyeshadow palettes that you can choose from. Last year's winner was the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals. I thought about putting that in here, but again, I just have so many palettes. I was like, let's go with 4 new ones and see what you guys choose out. So those are all, was that 10 categories maybe? Those are all of the different products that you can choose for your form that you think is going to be the top winner. Again, choose however it is that makes sense to you. Next week is going to start the voting, so make sure you come back for that. Make sure to, you'll want to know what the giveaway prizes are. So make sure you come back next week for the giveaway prizes, and then also to start voting on my community tab. If you have any questions for me, let me know. But again, I'll have some more information in the description box. There is the playlist that you can check out if you want to see how last year's videos ran. And this is just a fun little game, something fun to do together, and it's always really entertaining to see how you guys vote and how you guys chose to fill out your forms. I always have a lot of fun going through them, and thank you for the love on this series. It always makes me so happy when I start to get the questions of, is March Madness coming back again? So I hope you have fun with this. I know March is, you know, probably going to be a tough month. It was this time last year that I was coming on camera saying that I was still going through with March Madness, even though actual March Madness got canceled, and you know, here we are a year later. So let's just do something fun together and hang out and play a game that involves makeup and prizes. Fun stuff, okay? All right, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, if you love the March Madness series, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.